We are staying here, it means we are recording with our consent. So the reason why we record these things is that what I'm doing, we use it in other schools. We use it in other schools so that I don't get myself repeating myself again and again. And as a volunteer, nobody's paying me for what I'm doing. Nobody's paying me. So I want, if I get an opportunity to come to in a school like this, then instead of spending more money going to schools, I can use that money to pay school fees for the students. My air ticket from Washington, D.C. in the United States to Kisumu International Airport is 0.25 million Kenya shillings. That's the air ticket alone. I've not eaten. Especially the direct flight. Last time I had a direct flight for the first time in my life. 14 hours direct flight. Kenya is very rich. I didn't know such this exists in Kenya. And what that means for flying from New York, USA, to Kisumu, to Nairobi, Kenya in 14 hours, what that literally means again and then is this, that you can take breakfast in New York and take dinner in Kenya at 9 p.m. What that means, that beast is flying at a speed in such a way that if something happens just little, and it goes out of control and comes down, then these are the products, dusts, everything. The beast itself, plus the pilots, plus the people inside, is just dust. So, why should I take such a risk of losing my life if the plane lands down accidentally to come here to do nothing? And to come here to start arguing with one of our teachers to come this side. To come here to start telling you nothing, something that's not going on. When I look at my schedule, it is too packed. And in fact, I'm not going to visit any other school. The only school I'm visiting this trip is Uyundo Secondary School. Why Uyundo Secondary School? Because Uyundo Secondary School is my home school. Home is best, and charity begins at home. I'm so proud of St. Joseph Uyundo Secondary School, and this is going to be my home school with all its weaknesses. Madam, don't think that when I'm forced to come from last year to this year that I hate you. In fact, I like you more. Why? Because I hate those teachers, all people in the category who are always yes, man. Come here, yes, sir. Turn right, yes, sir. Turn left, yes, sir. 360 degrees, yes, sir. Because they do not give me an opportunity to know the type of person I'm dealing with. Now, this madam here has given you all the opportunity to know who is dealing with you. And as I walk out there, what I'm very sure in this staff room, especially if you are students, what I'll be very sure if this was a class, that I'm going to have my next nickname, which does not bother me. I have so many of them. And when I know of it, what I usually do, it could be like me, I put them very fast. And when the students know that you are never moved or never bothered with those nicknames, if they hear them, then you do as well. They say, hey, we can't annoy you. Huh? This is not working, let us get something else. Then they look for another one. They look for another one, you told her in that, like that. So my little good one, you are always taking care of. That's my nature. And I don't take that kind of fake lifestyle. When I'm now cooled down and forgiven you, I'm not forgiven. There's no need to forgive them. But whatever the time you put together doesn't forgive. Hi. How are you doing? What's your name? Cynthia. Cynthia. May I know what is the reason why you go on this side? We are on the a lot of tables. Oh, you just ask for Mr. Mr. Next time, make sure there are no lots of tables. Thank you so much. So that is that. So I'm very privileged and proud and Uyundo Secondary School because this is my home school. And I said I love Uyundo Secondary School with all its weaknesses, even if there's any. And when you watched my video earlier, I've already given that reason. So today, I came here to give scholarships. I've given 8 students. I've cleared a few areas for a total of 8 students. I'm going to pay for their remedial. I'm doing 1,000 a student for this term. I'm also going to pay give them their papers. So when you go to class and you don't see those students in class, as of that, the principal asked me about selection. And also agree with the principal that from now henceforth, those students will sit home for school fees. When it's time for sending to school, they should ask me. They should ask me. But right now, I've left a check of 95% of the rest. There are only 5% left. And I'm also going to do an M-Pesa. If I come tomorrow at 7:30 and talk to those students, I'm also going to an M-Pesa of 12,750 for the remedial and books. If I don't come, then I'll do it later. Or if I come and I don't find the parents here, I'll just go away and do that later. But if I come and find the parents, those who come here, I'll just give the M-Pesa here. So I have 2 things tomorrow. To talk to the 2 students, why they're schooling here, and bring them back to the program, and 2, do an M-Pesa in accounts for the plus 20,750. Clear? This reminds me tomorrow. I'm saying the class teacher, those are the people that I'm using. Yeah, I don't use the basa. I just need you to do the details. I have no time to talk to the basa, by the way, tomorrow. The only reason I'm coming here to talk to the students, understand their story, where their story will be, and I need to talk to the parents. And they are true. And I'll give each parent, I'll give 15 minutes, that's 30, and 5 minutes for giving the emphasis to the second. So what I'm actually telling you as the class teacher, the class manager, is to go to the BASA today, get those details, and when I'm done with the parents, I do it in 5 minutes when we're here. I have no time to go to the BASA. You have seen how much time it has taken us to get the details for each student, almost 3 hours. So please thank you for accepting that assignment. Now, who is KISWATE? Why is KISWATE important? And why is KISWATE? Why does KISWATE love Uyundo Secondary School to death? I'm ready to take a bullet from this school. That's a reason for that will be a talk for another day. But who is KISWATE? Why is KISWATE important? And that one I'm going to answer now. So why does KISWATE love Uyundo Secondary School to death? Has already been covered in my earlier videos. So KISWATE is carved from the word Kiswahili tekelezi. The word is Kiswahili. So you spell it up to the word Kiswa before ki. Kiswa. Then you go away with the rest of the word. Then tekelezi. Te. You only take te. Bring them together. Kiswa. Te. Why is KISWATE important and why was it started? Now, when I was going to school, I was not privileged enough to come from those areas of the country, like where Madam Celestine comes from, where speaking of Swahili. Spoken Swahili is not a problem at all. I come this area, we don't speak Swahili, and we don't care, and we don't think it is important. So when I was going to high school, primary school, they converted all my Swahili lessons into math lessons. I scored an A in maths, I think with 99%, I only missed 1, and scored an E in Kiswahili and even 14 points. So why was did this affect me? Instead of going to National School Starehe Boys Center, I could only be invited to Kambari Secondary School, which is a day school, and I could not walk from Duero here to Kambari. So the elders sat down under the principal, who is the one who created that problem, Mr. Osogodo, and sent a delegation to the principal St. Mary's Ugwara High School, Mr. Alaya, is the late, may he so rest in peace, and say, this is our best student, but because of Kiswahili, we did not get a school. Please, can you admit him for us? Then, Mr. Alaya said, Oh no, let him just go home and come with his mom. As you all know, or you may know, my mom was born disabled. Is a disabled child from the word from birth. But that disability did not stop her from doing her duties as a mom. One of the most important duty for a woman or for my mom is to give birth to children, many, not even one, and as a disabled. I'm told, a story goes, that we were 9 of us. And at birth, we were bouncing baby boys. Unfortunately, right now, we are left only, how many? 5? 4 have already gone to be with the Lord. May their souls rest in peace. So, the 5 that were left, she said, although I'm semi-literate, my brothers were very rich people, and they did not care to take me to school. They only took me to catechist school, where I did catechist classes. And after that, I was recruited as a babysitter, and one of my uncles was a police commissioner in Tanzania, and he used to babysit for the police commissioner. And everyone, instead of taking her to school, she used to be going for vacations outside the country. So she started boarding planes while a small child. I did not know about this until I invited her to the United States, and I wanted to brag in front of her, you know, Mama, giving birth is good, and taking my child to school is good. You see, now you're boarding a plane for the first time. And she said, Ayele. The plane I used to board, courtesy of my brother, were far much better than this one. They were given good food. This one I was just given a very small food, and I feel very hungry. Can you give me Uganda? And they ordered my mom to go and make Uganda for her. That is my mom. So, also, because of the disability, she educated all of us single-handedly, without my father participating. Not because my father was not there, but the health condition of my father did not allow her to participate in our education. And even with that disability, my mom is physically disabled. My father is mentally disabled. She did not divorce my father, and I salute her for that. So, my mother was assumed the responsibility of my father, and my father said, even with my disabilities, you don't go without food. So my father used to go look for food. Looking for food means going to look for water, going to the portion mill, and traditionally those roles are meant for women. My father didn't care. As my mother was very busy walking to St. High School, walking to Kagonya Secondary School, taking a matatu to Magena Secondary School. Those are the schools where our children went to school. Participating in all the meetings for the students. So one day, when I was going to Kuala High School, I just learned how to drive a bicycle, and I was carrying myself down, and I'm not a man. You know, those are the little stages. And I carried my mom with this table, and I said, today we are not going to walk. And I reached somewhere around the Usidi. That hill was too heavy for me. And before you know it, my mother was down there beside the road, and me on top of the bicycle. Instead of allowing me to help her, she cried, hey, nothing, you sit here, ukapata katika school manyesho president kama mapere ndio go. You said hakuna hiyo wachon. But we did not stop. We still did the journey to St. Mary's Kuala High School. Now when we arrived and found Mr. Angaya said, Mama, I've heard your story. Go back home and let the boy report to the storemaster. That is why those schools where those dirty women come to the gate, and when they arrive at the bazaar, they say clearly connect with the principal, and when the principal comes around, say this is an old mama, with the ragged clothes, with smelling, and the new chief principal, he say, no, I'm busy, I don't have time. If I see you, if my camera captures you doing that, you automatically expelled from KISWATE Digital Academy. Because that was me. That was me when I was going to school. So, what next? That is not the reason. Those are the challenges that made me start KISWATE and the KISWATE Scholarship Fund. When did KISWATE start? During COVID-19. The whole world is under key and lock. You are not moving. Donations left and right. But my schools in the village say I don't know donations. Students are angry. People can't go, wow, what next is back. Because they die because of malnutrition. What did I do? I decided to talk to my wife. I decided to talk to my eldest daughter. I decided to talk to my second child. I decided to talk to my mother-in-law who died on 27th of August. And we buried last Saturday. And not even a single principal from KISWATE Digital Academy sent messages of condolences. Not even a single principal from KISWATE Digital Academy spared the money for the students to ask one of the teachers to go and represent KISWATE, the school, which is KISWATE adopted school, in that funeral. I was so annoyed. And I'm going to tell them tomorrow I have a meeting at 2. And I don't care even if such a person walks out of the meeting and work with the one that remained behind. My mother-in-law supports 2 students at Uyundo Sec Sch. My mother-in-law pays fees for 1 student at St. Anne's Secondary High School. My mother-in-law pays school fees at St. Mary's Iguala High School. But she didn't want to be identified. Was my supporter number 1. I was married in that home for 20 years. For the 20 years, I was the son-in-law right there. I visited the home. I broke the whole tradition 7 times and visited my mother-in-law even at night, at midnight. And when I visit, you will see my eulogy message. I'll share with you the funeral link so that when you get time, you can get my speech. It was recorded live. She never turned me away. She welcomed me. She went beyond the old traditions, which does not end. I did not also die. So those traditions are total nonsense that will have no place in the modern one. If you are a mother-in-law, please from today henceforth, start loving your mother-in-law like your mother. Because this is the mother of your wife. And the thing is, if you build a nice house for your mother, build the same house for your mother-in-law. It doesn't matter whether your wife is a housewife, or whether your wife is a professional wife. The thing is, you might be very busy bringing money, but your wife is doing other responsibilities that do not bring money, but have got a lot more value than the money you are bringing. So, my mother-in-law died, money going away, students at Uyundo Secondary School with these school fees, the same to Kuala, the same to Sega. Now what do? They're already in the program. I'm a data scientist by profession. That's my current profession. I'm going to look at the data and do some edits and just make sure they go to school. Just make sure they go to school, so there's no worry. But not breathing with me. I don't like that. I actually don't like that. Now, what is the way forward for KISWATE Digital Academy? We have done the prototype stage for 4 years. Our students are medical doctors graduating in September, those that we sponsored first. Some are engineers, some are pharmaceutical doctors, and I've converted all of them to be journalists, self-taught. When you look at my YouTube videos there with KISWATE TV, we have episode 1 up to 5. We are doing episode 6. Just put some small bundles and go to KISWATE TV YouTube channel, subscribe, and watch episode 6. Watch episode 5. After watching episode 5, just comment there, and Mr. So-and-so, a teacher at Uyundo Secondary School, and I watch and I'll see you. And when you do that, I'm going to send to you 1,000 Kenya shillings for your bundles. So make sure you leave your M-Pesa number. You leave your M-Pesa number when you watch, and comment there, identify yourself, go to my website, look for my cell phone number for the founder and send to me your cell phone number, M-Pesa cell phone number. I'll check the two and then refer to your bundles, which is 1,000 shillings is not bad. Now, when we watch what we are trying to do, you are trying to learn more and find out who this person is. Now, of late, I was recognized by Pius, who is good in America, to be one of the listees in their database. And Pius, who is in America, is 125 years old organization. And when you go there, the people who have been recognized, we have Barack Obama, we have Melinda Gates, we have Michelle Obama, we have Michael Jackson, we have Antonio Brown, we have Oprah Winfrey. Those are the people who have been recognized there. But my recognition is one step below them. I'm just one step shy of Barack Obama in that recognition. So in the next 1 month, my database will be activated online, and when you search me on that database, my name and credentials are going to pop up. And when my credentials pop up, it's going to pop up St. Joseph Uyundo Secondary School, because it's one of the adopted schools in the digital academy. And the rest is the rest. And what does this mean for KISWATE? What this means for KISWATE is this. You are sorry to have lost my mother-in-law, but we are now going to bring who is who in America within our circle. So, if that is used properly by the principals and my staff, then we'll be able to raise more resources for students, and when we graduate from just offering partial scholarship to students, to give in small stipend to dedicated teachers who want to make us help the students be successful. So when you help a student for 30 minutes here, it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be a KISWATE student, any student. Please document it. Document it yourself. Document it. And there are ways of documenting. Take a picture with the student. Or take a video with the student. Also document the audience record. Video record like this. You want to see whether you help the student for 30 minutes. And in that video, open a YouTube channel and upload that video there. Now, when the KCC results are out, can you please tell us the value you have added to the student in terms of academics? Before you started helping, these were the results. After helping for this number of hours, and these are the results. In my own assessment, it was very effective. I'm just telling you that. And because that's what I want to see, you will be rewarded. And do it from the bottom of your heart. Don't force yourself. Let your body not force you. What do I mean when I say let your body not force you? When you are sick, don't die helping a student. And if you have kids at home under the commitment that put food on the table, don't cancel those programs and whatever to come and help a student. Let it be in a schedule that is friendly to both the students, you, and your family. What is the way forward for KISWATE Digital Academy? I'm giving Starlink internet connectivity to all schools in the Digital Academy. The last time I checked it was, when I gave this offer, it was 73,000 just for the gadget. Right now, recently when I checked, it's 100 because the cost is going up. It's not going down, it's going up. So by the time I will be ready, I don't know how much it will be. Then, and we are around 10 schools, that is talking about $1 million. We just give out $1 million to put internet connectivity in school. That's not a small amount of money. But that is not even the problem. I've done it many times in different ways in other schools. When I do this, in the school I will afford to pay subscription fee, which is around 6,000 per month. The principal told me no. It will be kept as a souvenir in a corner somewhere and gather dust. Because no matter how sweet you are, our parents cannot afford. Mr. Ogweno, the principal for Uyundo St. High School, where Mr. Odhiambo, I don't know where he is going to school. I was 2 years ahead of him. gave me a recommendation in my school leaving certificate that this student is highly industrious and innovative. So with that kind of recommendation and being a data scientist, I was scratching my head when I was in the 14-hour flight. How can I make Uyundo Secondary School pay the bill for the Starlink internet connectivity? And when that type of internet connectivity, even the government cannot interfere with it because it comes from the satellite. And you know the man behind it is Elon Musk. And Elon Musk is one who gives cheese to McHugh's who is in America. When we go for our Kangaroos meeting and we sit beside him and say, hey, Elon Musk, it's my pleasure to be with you, sir. And do you know one thing that I want you to do before I die? I've been to many countries around the world, but this thing that is really distracting me, whether I'm going to go there, please take me to the moon and just stay there for 15 minutes and bring me back. Then I'll be done. If we never die at that point, I have no problem. Shall have achieved my wish, I don't know whether I will accept. Now, out of the people in the McHugh's Zoo, I was involved in McHugh's Zoo like less than 3 weeks ago. So something still very new. Is Oprah Winfrey. Those are some of the richest people in the world, with no children, people who have fought discrimination throughout their life. They have sacrificed their families, even their lifestyle, just to bring change in the world. And they say, hey, Winfrey, Oprah Winfrey, this is Mr. Pius Odhiambo, the founder of KISWATE, and you are my fellow member in McHugh's Zoo in America. Can I please hang out with you in Canada? And you go there and say, look, and say, oh, this is wonderful. What he's doing? He's bringing students from the village and taking them to schools and turning them into medical doctors, engineers, technicians, and whatever. And right now, he's doing the 350th student, and I want to do 1,000 of them. 21 of them are already out, just about have graduated, they're just looking for jobs, and they're working with me as journalists. If you look at those episodes, those students reading the news, they're not fulfillment trained in journalists, they're engineers, they're medical doctors. But I've trained them in journalists, so training on the job, and they're doing perfectly better than fulfillment trained journalists. The companies are coming to me and telling me when they want those to appoint them. I tell them, let me think about it. And now I've drafted, I've paid all the expenses and the buyout price. The way in football, as club can buy out another player. And what will I do with that money? Come and use it here to pay fees for the students. Not to arrive here in the Prado, four-wheel drive Prado, I'm going down to Gaza. I arrive here to brand it to Sony TV. Because I wanted to save and pay fees. Because for the 9 days I'm going to be in this country, my salary is going to clear the school fees arrears for all KISWATE students, 8 of them that are still here. That is what I do. So, it's something very good for KISWATE. We are keeping our fingers crossed so that when we go for that fishing expedition, it's like a lady going to club land for who is who, the people who have parked the big machine outside there. No, the fishing expedition for such a lady is everyone can just be lucky for, how do you call it? That would have been to take to fall, not on a millionaire, on a billionaire. Oh, and pray 10 times. And praise you, the Lord. That is my prayer. When I do outside there, and they say, we are hanging out on another small meeting. And the gate there can be $10,000 to enter the gate. Maybe I take a loan to just go for hang out, so that's the gate fee. And I'm saying, I go out there, where my seat will be. Oh, no, let it fall on Oprah Winfrey. Let it fall on Elon Musk. So that you can just have the opportunity to hear all my story and go about what I do on my website and my YouTube channel. And from there, we can talk how we can work together as partners. That's my prayer. And because I know all of you are prayer warriors, please help me pray. Pray with me. Now, the last thing I want to say worked in school, like Uyundo Secondary School, for 4 years when I was hired by TSC in Dhaka. Then I was transferred when I was, before I retired after working for only 10 years. I didn't resign, I retired. There's a difference between those two. When you resign, you lose your benefits, but when you retire, you retain your benefits. So my benefits are still with the TSC for 3 years. So I used to work 10 more times when I'm working in a school like Uyundo. And when I'm working in a school like Alliance High School, it was a preparatory high school, I was working 10 times less than the way I used to work in Uyundo. Now the reason my concern more is, why is it in a school like Uyundo, I was not being recognized, nobody cared, I was not being appreciated, I was not getting even A's, I was not getting, if I get a D plus or even a C, hey, that is big celebration, praise the Lord. And it's, because it has never happened, but he worked too hard. But when I'm here in Uyundo High School, I'm not even working, I'm just managing the student and facilitating. And they are done, and on top of that, on the press giving day, I'm pocketing like 50,000, 100,000, because I ate 1,500 A minus 1,200. Then I asked myself, why? Because in Uyundo, the problem is not the teacher. In Uyundo, the problem is not the student. The problem is in the environment. When you go to Rome, you do the way the Romans do. Now, Uyundo cannot accept 6,000 subscription fee for the Starlink, even if I bought it for 100,000. I don't want to be kept as a souvenir. I'm very innovative. My friend will say so, I didn't know. Only my friend will say, not me saying. He said, this and he repeated the same. Makis, who is recognized me for being innovative. It's not me saying, it's them saying, me, I don't even know that I'm innovative. So when the flight from the New York to here, I was not watching those movies. I saw so many people, all the movies. I was scratching my head, going on online, doing what, doing the research. And by the time I landed at the Kenyatta, I got a solution for Uyundo to be on the internet. And the innovation is this. It's very simple. And we really have a tuk-tuk. We are very proud of it. We are very proud of it. When you buy a school one and brand KISWATE Digital Academy, the tuk-tuk will keep it for the 7 years because that's where we started from. So I'm going to take this tuk-tuk back to the garage in Kisumu and modify it so that I can have smart link, internet connectivity, satellite dish on top of the tuk-tuk there. I raise it a little bit, 1 meter, 1.5 meter, and put it there. So that means when we are driving it around, the people that are around the tuk-tuk can have the free Wi-Fi. So if you are in your car, it's not time for nothing. So if you are in the teacher, if you know from Uyundo Secondary School, now when you go to ground, hata kuweka bando ya 100 kusaidia wanafunzi wa KISWATE, wezi. What we need to do now, just follow the KISWATE tuk-tuk. And because move slowly without the internet for some time, when it is down, pray that it's dropping, he said, praise the Lord! I want this guy to be there for 3 hours so they have connectivity. Huh? You are just following it. I said, great. This is what I wanted. Praise the Lord! And then I say in my heart, amen. Now, how can it benefit Uyundo School? Because Uyundo Secondary School cannot afford 6,000 subscription fee for the internet satellite. Okay, then I say, this is the pay now. I said, did a course called stochastic processes. Stochastic process is nothing other than the timetable like in school. To make that timetable show, some ladies go to the people present the timetable, talk very nicely, and say, can I have all my lessons? Start on a Tuesday afternoon and they end on a Thursday before lunch. That's the stochastic process. And because you have told the deputy time is one disappointing. We'll break the midnight oil at home just to please Madam Celestine. Celestine, I'm going to work something good for you. And all of a sudden, say, this is where your timetable. So you there, who is the chief timetable, instead of talking to him nicely, telling him what he likes, what have you done? You have decided to do antagonistic. Whenever you meet him, you say, "Hi, huh? So you say, how are you, my dear? Oh, you look amazing. Can I see your hand, please?" Hugging in America is another way of saying hi. Has got nothing to do with intimacy and love. You're just saying hi. When America comes here, I bring an American comes here, and America try to hug you. If you refuse, that is bad culture. You are not welcoming. And so that's what I meant. So, I say now, I've gone one step. Now the second step is this. My students here say, "This is going to work out, we agreed." You agreed? She's going to make it, and I know she's going to make it. All of them are going to get a D plus and above. Only two are below D. And now I'm employing all of them. I train all of them how to drive tuk-tuk. By January, it's not far. Drive tuk-tuk. When they get their licenses, now they dispatch center for the smart link internet, St. Joseph Uyundo Secondary School. Who are the drivers? KISWATE scholars that have just graduated and got a D+. They are waiting to go to the National Polytechnic or any other TVET school, TVET college. So what they're doing? On Monday, there's tuk-tuk will stay at Uyundo Secondary School near the starting over there from 7 a.m. in the morning to 7 p.m. in the evening. So that all the teachers at Uyundo can have internet for 12 hours. On Tuesday, Kagonya Secondary School. On Wednesday, Barada Secondary School. On Thursday, Lufunga Girls Secondary School. And on Friday, St. Paul's Mela Secondary School. Wukwala has got the muscles. Tuk-tuk and all they don't get there. They're not in that class. They're the people in their own class. You know, this other school, St. Anne's, St. Township, they have the muscles. Let them have their own internet. And St. Anne's, St. Augustine have got the muscles. Now, the 6,000 substitute semester that was a nightmare for Uyundo Secondary School is now not going to be a nightmare. Those are 5 schools, 6,000 divided by 5, that is 1,200. And I don't care if Uyundo Secondary School have the serious teachers, if the students cannot pay 1,200, if the principal says so. The 10 teachers that are here can sacrifice to donate 100 per month, just 100. When 100 is not even the price of your lunch when you go for the weekend. So if that's your lunch for 1 weekend, or if you drink beer, that is not just 1 bottle, 1.5 bottle, just for 1 weekend, for the sake of the students at Uyundo Secondary School. You never know. Maybe you are just taking that action, God may bless you in another way differently. Or you miss your day for just 1 day in a weekend, and bring that 100 here, so that in a month we have 1,200, so that all of you can have internet connectivity. That is it, the printer says, that even after you being creative and working, and reduce it from 6,000 to 1,200, it is still a problem. And you know, when such thing happens, the issue of trust kicks in. 1,200 for a school of 300 students in a month is still a problem. And they're paying remedial fees of 1,000 a term. Why can you make these remedial fees to be 1,100? Or why can they pay 1,000 for remedial, and instead of paying 1,000 for the remedial, which goes to the teachers, let's pay 1,000 for remedial, and 900 goes to the teachers or other things, and 100 goes the smart link internet connectivity, because it's an essential gradient in learning. And I'm very sure, by God's grace, something will happen, and we all will be able to afford 1,200 a month to keep that internet connectivity. Now, I'll also become candid. The school that defaults in bringing that 1,200 per month, what I do, I don't want to have problems. If you are defaulting, then I will use it like this. You pay 600 in a month, but instead of the tuk-tuk staying in your school for 12 hours, let it only stay for 6 hours. Let it only stay for 6 hours. And let that other school that can afford 1,800 have it stay for 18 hours. Again, if 600 is a problem, I reduce it from 6 hours to 3 hours and only pay 300. And let the other school that can afford 2,100 have it for 21 hours. Accountability. Accountability. And through God's grace, I'm very sure, through my innovative ideas, people will buy them. And one day, in the old schools, in the KISWATE Digital Academy, will be all connected to internet, and we want to carry out a transformation that I'm calling 360 degrees transformation, digital transformation in all schools that are in the digital academy. This program starts with the CBC curriculum. I'm developing the app. I've gone to school for 9 years in America just for this, because there's more to it. There's also AI, there's also machine learning. That's now the professional component of what I'm doing. So how will teachers benefit from this? The benefits are huge and great, only if you are a hard worker. But if you are lazy, that you cannot even attend all the lessons that you have been given by the TSC, the percentage, the absenteeism is 25%. And out of the 75% that you go to class, 40% of that, you just give students some hard assignments and you sit there, grading, doing what like that. This is not for you. You know, when I used to be a teacher, we used to have teachers, me included, everyone do your own stuff. How much life for that college of children in America? And it's funny related to what I do. I just go give some very difficult maths in the blackboard that the student cannot solve, so that they struggle and waste the time solving that as I do my own personal things. And when the lesson is over, I go home. I don't even grade. There are teachers like that. I don't do that. I used to do that. They just use me to write their decos. And in the grade book, they have given all the student A's. And when you give the student, oh, I didn't carry your papers. I forgot to carry them. I usually most of you have got A's. Another one, 80, most of you did well. And if you want to know what you got, that they show them, check them out to Karao for the Swiss, not the script. Things like that. This program is not meant for you. So, KISWATE Digital Academy, what it means, we want to develop teaching and learning materials. And we are going to develop this teaching and learning materials. And why are we developing teaching and learning materials? Because the curriculum has changed. We are going to the CBC curriculum. And we don't want what has happened in the junior secondary school to happen in the senior secondary school. It's 1 year away. We are asking the teachers who are interested to volunteer, develop those particular curriculum yearly, year 1, year 2, year 3, so that after 1 year we have 1 year ready. And then we can ask KISWATE can hire for you experts to go and evaluate that work if it meets the standard and the criteria. Then we can go to the Kenya Institute of Curriculum Development and the approval agencies and let them approve for consumptions in public schools. So then when that happens, we host them in our app. And when we host them in our app, what we're going to do, we just say, if you want access to those materials for 1 day, 24 hours, you just pay 100 shillings. 100 shillings. And with this that 100 shillings, you can get 1 million customers in 1 day. We are talking about 100 million Kenya shillings in 1 day. So if that program brings that kind of revenue, what we are going to do, we'll say the staff, KISWATE, take 15 for the app. The remaining goes to the teachers. And the teacher will start earning double salary. The first salary from the TSC and the second salary from your innovation. And you end up also having 2 jobs for doing the same task. 2 jobs for doing the same task. So participation in KISWATE is voluntary. You don't force anybody. But if you show somebody who has got interest, we're going to help that particular person. Yesterday, I formed team number 1. This team 1 comprises of myself as maths physics teacher, Mr. Isaac Wabella of Wala High School as Kiswahili history teacher, Madam Hanaka of Kagonya Secondary School as English literature teacher, and my best friend, current principal of Virginia Secondary School in Uyundo Sub-County, as the physics chemistry teacher. And we have agreed, we have formed a club, we'll be meeting once every month at the time in Gumana, start developing the CBC curriculum teaching materials to be used in year 1 in the next after 1 year from now. And if you're lucky that we get a good response by asking the schools to subscribe, students subscribe, and they only pay 100 shillings for 24 hours, then we start making money. That is the dream. That is what we want. And there's nothing bad with not achieving your dream, but it's better than not dreaming at all. And this message, I cannot take it to other schools if it has not gone through Uyundo, because Uyundo is my home school. Uyundo is my home school. And please don't share my business secrets with anybody else. That is with a violation of the trust I have for Uyundo. Keep it to yourself and just work. Just work. If there's anybody here who would like to join our club, we're meeting just once, please you're welcome to do so. Contact Madam Isaac, Mr. Isaac Wamega, or contact Mr. Hanaka Mangamana here. And they will add you. But you need to have a laptop, you need to have internet connectivity, you need to have a phone. Where you get a laptop is an investment. Go to Force and there, take a loan. Because if you succeed, the income or the benefits will far much better than will be 10 times more than the cost of a laptop just in 1 year. So that's where we want to go to. Now, I know I've taken a lot of your time. This is not in vain. Those who have decided just to stay on their phones and not releasing, which I say, I have no problem with that, but that's what we noted with total appreciation. And the other thing now, it will be useless for me to come here, give you a lecture of 1 or 2 hours, and then go away before getting the size of the story. So at this particular point, I want all of you to react to my speech. I accept both positive and negative reaction. I like negative reaction more than positive reaction because they make me go back to the drawing board. So please feel free to criticize me negatively. And when you are criticizing, please let us know your name, what you teach, and if you are a class teacher, for which class. So my name is Pius Odhiambo, I'm a class teacher for 4th North, and this is my reaction. And if you say you have no reaction, that is either that you have not been with me all along, or you don't like what I'm saying. Please, I beseech you, even what you like, I don't like what I'm saying. Even if you don't like my face, even if you did not listen, please be humble and appreciate the fact that I can take an air ticket from New York to Kisumu and create space to just come and talk to you. But let's say one thing. You might have not been following 100%, but just one thing. Just think of one thing that I might have talked about and criticize it, both positively and negatively. Thank you for listening to me. Let's go. Can you please react to my reaction?
Okay, thank you.
You want to react first?
Yes.
Okay, very good. I will the camera for you.
Thank you.
Yeah, sit on my chair. You introduce yourself, please. Yeah, and I like that smile. Huh?
I'm Sotino Crispin.
Yes.
I'm a teacher of mathematics and physics, class teacher from 3. I want to thank you so much for your lecture. It's very educative and really encouraging. At the same time, I want to congratulate the KISWATE team for supporting the needy children for their academics. Basically, I'm having interest in the data science, being that you are a data scientist, and currently I was serving at the foundation in Python programming. Then I was trying to envelop myself so that I can know more about the machine learning, at the same time artificial intelligence. But due to the financial challenge, I've not been in a position to improve on that, my area of interest. So I was just asking, maybe the KISWATE teams maybe coming into such kind of situations so that they may help those people who are having also the interest in some other fields. Unfortunately, they are unable to go through them due to the financial problems.
Thank you.
Yes. Okay, thank you.
Go ahead with the recording. Our sister organization, Blue Nile Analytica, we have the website there, bnanalytica.org. You can go there site. We give scholarships and we do training ourselves. Yeah, I was just about to give him scholarship, but I've just cancelled because he's a very mean teacher. By the end of this term, if you can prove to me that you stop being mean and become somebody who is generous and give you a scholarship to go study for free from January next year. And what do I mean? We are teachers here, and students is the boss. Students, come fast. If I were you, who would have done a reaction on something that it does, touches the students, that's going to add value to the student, and then let's just say, although let me also do a reaction about myself. So Mwalimu, immediately you do that and give your scholarship. Immediately you do that with your scholarship. You can't be mean like that. I can't talk here for 1 hour and you're only thinking about yourself and not my students. What do you have to tell me about the KISWATE students? What do you have to tell me about the class, the students that are in your class? You mean they are not facing challenges? Why are you so focused on yourself? I'm telling you, I'm a data scientist, but I'm investing on students. That is why I'm a data scientist in the education sector, not in the banking center, not in the other sector. And the other sector pays better than the education sector. So you want me to promote you to run away from Uyundo Secondary School, and I'm looking for teachers. After you become a data scientist, what guarantee do I have that you will continue teaching here? No, you don't need to react. These are not for you, it's for them. Okay, who is going to react next? Who is to react next? Who is to react next? Thank you so much. Yes?
Jojo Kelo,
yes.
A teacher of English and literature.
Yes.
I wish to appreciate your effort towards helping our learners, giving them hope that education is the only equalizer. What I also wish to positively criticize you is that as you do the help, work on more on giving rather than because where I see it, sometimes people will see that there's some elements of extortion, possibly, like for example, you're coming with a program of helping the school to have Starlink, but these local schools are having problems of maybe finances. So I wish that as you give, also start by helping them for some quite period of time as they chip in to help themselves. Thank you. Sir.
I'm going to respond to that. Mwalimu, continue. So I'm going to respond to this. Thank you for that presentation. If you have needs, you don't know what you have been doing, it's a full year for the potential, but that is okay. We don't extort, What we do, we empower. You don't expect me, after giving a standing for 100,000 Kenya shillings, because of the budget. In the first place, you didn't even know about what standing is. Before we lobbied with Elon Musk somewhere else to bring it to Africa. Do you think he would just walk up from Islamabad and say, I'm going to help Africa have internet? People start to lobby. I'm part of the youth that lobby. So without my input in that particular forum, Africa will not be having a standing. So that shows you that the role we are playing is very, very important. So we are not extorting. Now, when I tell you, we live in very hard economic times. You want me to give you a satellite what? Even if you want 100,000, and then you expect me also to pay for you monthly subscription of 6,000 per month throughout the life of this school, 10 years, 20 years. No, that is what I'm asking. When you say extortion is still a very strong one, but the thing is, let me be kind and be polite, because you've done a good job by reacting. Others won't react. Others won't listen and will have nothing to react. But you at least listen something and analyze that there's some elements of extortion here. So we want to focus more on paying school fees than paying the bills. Right?
What I see is that as you help,
No, we are not helping. The word help, should not be used.
Empower.
No. Empower is just a small percentage. What we are doing, we are doing a presentation of the partners. And the partnership is this way. KISWATE Digital Academy is going to the only school in Africa with the highest number of students that does not own any assets. We are just only going to own the technology and we are like Uber. The only taxi in the world with the highest number of passengers that does not own even a single car. That we are now bringing it to KISWATE, to the education sector. So now, we don't want you to appear as beggars. No. Because you already have something. Don't you have a degree from the university? Do you think it is easy to get that degree? No. This place has already got facilities like rooms, classroom, and what. Do you think it is easy for this community to lobby so that we have this classroom and what have you? Don't you already have students? Do you think it is easy to get some schools and colleges because there are no students? You already have something. And without the students and teachers, KISWATE will not be there. Without the Uyundo Secondary School, KISWATE will not be there. So I want you people to see us as partners. We have the technology, you have the assets. We will not fight with you over the assets. Now, can you meet in the middle and agree with each other so that it is a win-win situation for everybody? So when I'm talking about that, how can we make KISWATE generate income to pay school fees for the needy students and also pay small stipend for the teachers who are helping these students? That's what I'm talking about. That's what we are heading to. So those teachers who are going to support KISWATE and embrace it are going to have two jobs. One as a TSC teacher and one as an employee of KISWATE. And the job of KISWATE is going to be digital, online. You can work from anywhere, anytime. So we are not helping because we don't have the capacity to help. But I'm just looking for people with like-minded, who are like-minded, who are the same mind like me, to help me roll out this program so that if any case there is any benefit, we share it equally all as agreed. So that I can come from New York to here and the program pays for me the air ticket. So that I can take my shirt to the laundry. That is for me, the owner or the inventor. For you, the person who is facilitating the whole process, this place will be dead if they are not teachers, you are the drivers. Apart from your TSC teacher, job you are going and sit a mic and do something that are very demanding. Huh? So how do you appreciate that? How do you appreciate that time? What about the students? They can't afford fees, they were poor. Because we are losing them, we are offsetting their school fee there. They are also winning. So I don't know if I've answered your question.
You answered my question.
Okay. Madam, any question? Come close.
Christine Uyundo, teacher of chemistry and biology.
Yes.
Class teacher from 1.
Yes.
I have a question, first of all.
Yes.
How many students you sponsoring? Is KISWATE sponsoring In Form 1 as at the moment.
In Form 1 at the moment?
Yeah, as at the moment.
Right now, I think I have only 2. One in Kagonya and one in Ndenga. And these are the students, by the second term, they are not going to school. So we have adopted them. And the way KISWATE works, first, we don't have money. We are not millionaires. We are not millionaires. If you are supposed to take my kids for an outing for 3 times or for 4 times in a year, we have agreed with them they're going to go for 2 times in a year, and the rest of the money we use them to support children, African Indian children. That's what we have agreed. When I go out, I'm working. I don't have the opportunity to eat lunch. So, and where we buy lunch, it is $15 per day. So if I talk to my daughter to be preparing for me packed lunch for 1 week, that will be $15 by 5. That's $75. And that's what we use to sponsor students here. We are not millionaires. So in that case, my daughter is sponsoring. My wife is a nurse, an RN in a big hospital in the Americas. When I talk to her, I tell her, oh, darling, right now is high season for their job. Can you just pick one more shift? They work for 3 days, 36 hours. Can you just pick for one shift so that instead of 36 hours, you do 48 hours? And then you say, if I do that, when is the next vacation? I say, oh, that is more than immediately. The day after you do that shift, we go for vacation. And then she goes down the shift because she's a nurse. 8 hours, more rate. Any 4 hours, 1.5 times what the minimum rate is. And it may be at the end of the per week, for paid for 2 weeks. For 2 weeks, she brings back like $300 to $500 on top of the paycheck, and she brings that money and says me, go and pay school fees to the students. So our scholarship is this way because we don't have money. We take one group all the way to Form 4 and then to college like that. So from the COVID-19, the first lot was last year. That's why we are able to recruit a few. And then the main group is this year. So after they are gone to college, college is free. It's not much if you follow those protocols. And they give a letter that somebody is vulnerable. Then we go to Form 1 and start again. So the reason why we only have 2, as per our calendar, this is not the year for recruitment. Our year for the recruitment is next year. Did I answer your question?
Yeah.
But in total, we have sponsored 350. And my purpose is to sponsor 1,000 before I retire. And if we get old, I don't have that left. Once I've done 1,000, I'm going to stop. Somebody else should take the mantle. You, my daughter. We have the pharmaceutical doctors, the medical doctors. We see them in the news reading. And they are making great impacts out there. We are not like Equity. We are not like those John Kenyatta Foundation. This is just a family that is subsidizing to make sure that the village where they come from, at least one student goes to school. So we are not the big guys. We are just using the innovation. Nikienda huko nyumbani, don't think ni mdomo yangu ni hapa tu, hata nikienda nyumbani hata watoto wanaopa mdomo. Next vacation, $75 for your this student that I've given birth from Uyundo Sec Sch. They watch the video. Stacy Ogonjo, this one, when the baby is big, I'm going to pay the daycare. And later I go back to school. I want this one. And they're very serious about it. So once I poison them to learn how to give, they're giving crazy. And then they bring their friends. Then my youngest daughter was told by a Mzungu teacher who had that in Africa, houses are made of hay. Grass, hay, and they know in my language, hay is food for the cows. So the doctor came and told me, Daddy, if in Africa where we come from, if houses are made of hay, what will cows eat? What do I tell her? No, we do this. We're going to work hard and go for a vacation and see for ourselves. And see for ourselves. Ourselves. And I'm telling you, these children you see here, they are living in their houses that are made of wood. Hey, and we can't go mtupu. We have to go with something. We have to go with something. That's how I raise funds for Kiswate. Imagine my friend, I know you prefer your mother-in-law. Ukiona yeye anakuja pungu. Now, when you are laughing, bring your hand. You're the mother-in-law. Mpaka nikamconvince akakuwa senior member of Kiswate, and she found herself supported. You see my email being the federal one that we took. I'm gonna share it. I'm gonna ask the principal to share it in the formal say. So you have another question? Oh, your reaction, any reaction is important. And the one analyzer will use it to add the value of it. Yes?
I think a teacher of Kiswahili.
Can you say again? You are?
I'm Uyundo Peter.
Yeah, face the camera, please.
I'm Uyundo Peter, a teacher of Kiswahili and history. I'm in charge of games in this school. First of all, I want to appreciate that when Kiswahili Tekelezi was introduced in this school, I was the class teacher for the pioneer group.
Yes.
That is the group that sat for the exam in 2022 March. I remember you came, we had a talk there with a lot of morale.
Yes.
You really encourage the learners, and up to date, when I meet some of them, they still ask if you exist. I always assure them that in most cases, when you are around, you still visit this school. I just had a question, and the concern is on talents.
Yes.
Yeah. You know, academic is everything. But if you look at the scenario that we have in Kenya, those who are earning well, or those who are now known to be in the domain, are really well in co-curricular. I don't know your approach or your view on co-curricular.
We have a program that is what they call Kiswate Talent Show. Our center, our leader for Kiswate Show is in Ansegas High School, and the principal there is the principal Kiswate Talent Center of Excellence. We have a competition going on, and Uyundo has already chosen a project. I can't remember, maybe Uyundo TV, where you're going to broadcast in Kiswahili. So schools that are going to participate in Kiswahili Talent Show are the ones that are going to be given satellite internet. So link up Mr. Isaac Wambenda from Ukwala High School, or your principal here, or Madam Anaka there to get more information on the same, right? Yeah, you are covered, and you are the one bringing the smart internet. If you participate, if you don't participate, that tuk-tuk will not be parked here. Mwalimu, did you bring only one water or the another one?
Only one.
Oh, I wish you brought more. Is there a change for the money I gave? I gave 300 shillings. Oh, this is 300.
Another one is just an encouragement.
Yes.
The idea is 100% supported, and I believe that it's bearing fruits. How I wish that we, as the staff of Uyundo and maybe the nearby schools, be the messengers, so that this information we sacrifice and also source funds, so that we join hands to elevate the status of this community.
If this video here, I'm going to post it online in the next 2 hours and share it with Mr. Odero and the principal. I have the letter from Mr. Odero and the principal. Or you give me your number, you write there and give me, and share it with you. Let me share you have a WhatsApp group here, all right? You share it in the WhatsApp group and let us see. I'm going to share too. My Uyundo for my mother-in-law, and the video, one of the video, the one we have done stuff recorded here, so that they can analyze and advise me if there's any part of the video that they don't want shared in the public, so that they can know it. So please write your number here and give the paper to me. And are you on WhatsApp?
Yes.
Yeah. Before midnight, you'll see this. Yeah, make sure the paper is okay. Yes, madam, I also have the number for Felicity. I'm not saying it's a your reaction? But you have reacted to
Yes, I've reacted to ma'am.
Let's come to this Madam, any reaction?
Maybe just a comment. I'm Uyundo Cynthia at Show of English and Literature. And just want to comment that the world that we are going to right now is a digital world. So that idea that you're having of the digital link and the Starlink is a very good one. And at least it's going to give our children exposure, which is a good thing, because where we're heading right now, we're heading to the digital world, and they need to embrace that, and they need to be ready for that, because hapa mbele, if you're not conversant with the internet or technology, then you're going to lose a lot of opportunities.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Now, would you like to join Madam Hanaka, who is an English literature teacher, so that we publish teaching and learning materials together, collaboratively, to make it easier and faster?
I wouldn't mind.
Okay, you have her number?
Yes, I do.
Please tell her that I referred you, let her you be your partner. Yeah, and Madam here, Ms. Otieno here, you teach Kiswahili. Would you like to be, yeah, would you like to be the partner for Mr. Isaac Wambela, develop the learning teaching material? Yeah, contact him and tell him that I've said you should be his partner. All right? And Madam Celestine, what were your subjects?
Business studies and history.
Business studies and history. I don't have history. So can you be the boss for history to develop those materials? And look around and get somebody who can be compatible with you. Not the one that will fight you, the one who will fight. No. And we are a group, and we need history material for the CBC curriculum. We have 1 year. The meeting is once every month. So I have to have your number. I'm going to create a WhatsApp group and add you there. Yes. So my stay has been very good. Thank you for missing classes to listen to me, because I know when you go to those classes next time, you'll be a different person. Check for understanding and make sure the students do not sleep in class. When I teach or a lecture, you cannot afford to sleep, because you sleep either physically or intelligently. It's only 2 teachers attempted to sleep, but when they realized that they were sleeping, one walked out and came back. Congratulations. That was good. One was on the phone because I was a little bit boring, but when I touched that little bit, the phone was put aside. And only when they were making the remarks, I realized that although the teacher was on the phone, but was highly attentive. Then, because of the quality of reaction I've got from the teacher, this means some people are gifted, they can multitask. So you just assume that when somebody is on the phone or on something else, is not paying attention. But if you're not multi-talented, you can't multitask. Just one task at a time. My only worry is if you are driving and you're multitasking, you can simply cause an accident. But this vehicle here was a vehicle on a safe road. Thank you so much. So my friend, I wanted more water. If there's no more water, I need my change. Is there any change? There's no change. And I know this water is 250, right? And where you bought it is not close here. How did you get there? A motorbike uses fuel. So the reason why you are saying there's no change, you think $50, 50 shekels is enough to fuel your motorbike and come to shop and down. Are you comfortable with that? 50 bob. Where did you buy the water? Aboke. How much each are you going to take somebody to Aboke?
I reach at 70.
And from? 150? So I owe you 100 shillings, because I don't want to come here and say, hey, brother, I'm coming from America, and this guy will give you water. No, you want nice? That's why I was asking. I was not even serious about the change. But I was wondering, why is this teacher not asking me for the free? Is he a millionaire or billionaire? Okay, thank you so much. Check out for this video before midnight. So, thank you so much. Tomorrow I'll be here to talk to two parents. So, my friend, do you want to say something about your students so that I don't take you like egocentric?
My student?
Yes. What reaction can you give me that we're going to add value to the students?
Okay, generally, we normally have some kinds of revision.
No, you are reacting to my speech. In what way can you react to my speech to convince me that the idea you're telling me is going to add value to the student? That's my question. Because you reacted very good, but an analysis of your reaction shows that you are only thinking about yourself and not the students who are your employer.
Not really.
No, that was the picture. So I was giving you an opportunity to get that scholarship. It's there. You already have 75% approval, only 25%. And because you are not ready, go do your research, ask the principal for my number, and do a video and send it to me. Send it to me. And the question is, in what ways can you react to my speech for me to be convinced that you are concerned about the students?
Okay, the KISWATE team have been bringing some of the students.
No, not what we have been doing.